Hey y'all, it's K Divine. Coming back with another message. I'm kind of piggybacking off of the message that I posted yesterday. About there's no reconciliation. Because like I said before, I really did not want to have to make that message, because it was really hard for me to even process myself, because it's kind of crazy. And I know that some people are like, but you've been talking about for however long that you have no anticipation on going back to your family and all of that. But I don't think that people fully understand, there is always, I don't care what anybody says, you can fully detach from these people. You can fully understand what it is that's going on, and there is still a part of you, this inkling in you, that really just hopes that one day they will get it together for you. And it's because at the end of the day, nobody wants to be without their family. Nobody wants to be without the people that they grew up with. It's just unfortunate because they're unwilling to get rid of their dysfunction to have a real relationship with you. They're unwilling to actually process and truly in-depth discuss the things that happened so that you both can move forward. Because the thing that I have an issue with when it comes down to toxic families that sweep everything under the rug is that I can't do that. That's where my issue lies. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like everything is cool. I'm not going to sit here kiki and ha-ha with you when I know that you don't really like me, when I know that you talk about me behind my back, when you lie about me, when you lie on me, telling people that I did something that I didn't do, got people believing that I'm pushing you away when really you're the one that wants to sever the relationship. And it's sometimes hard to believe. It's dang, what family wants nothing to do with someone that they raised? Or what mother doesn't want their child, what father doesn't want their child, really? It's they want proximity to you, which I told y'all before. They want proximity to you. They don't want the relationship that you want. They want to have control over you, your narrative, over your life. When they lose that grip over you, it's hard for them to stay in contact with you because they really don't have nothing to say. They don't have nothing to say to you. I mean, at this point, the only thing that them people really want you to do is tell them your business, and you're not telling them shit. And then it's you don't even want to hear the conversations that they're used to having. They're so used to having conversations about, their work gossip and the gossip that's going on in the church or wherever it is that they go, whatever it is that they got going on, the gossip within their friend group. They want to discuss all that shit with you, and you're not even on that type of time anymore. You're I'm not interested in that. Not interested at all. I don't want to hear about what happened to Susie at work. I don't want to hear about what your best friend was up to and how her vacation was. I don't give a shit about any of that. What I care about is, can we talk about that time when I was 7 and you did XYZ, and to you it was just a Friday, but to me it was a day that changed my life forever. And I see 369. I want to talk about these things. And I know for a fact, at least in my family, my mother has always made it very clear that she is very uncomfortable with talking about certain things. Back in 2021, my grandmother passed away. And, it got me thinking, we should probably start having discussions about what do you want when it's your time to go? Because at the end of the day, we all got to go. We all got to go at some point. Period. This life is not forever. And I'm like, we gotta have these discussions, because, you know, what do you want? Do you want us to do something in particular? What is it that you want from us? And my mom was like, I don't want to talk about this. I'm not talking about this. And she's like, well, my mom never talked about these things with us. And I was like, so like, what's that got to do? If Granny didn't do it, why can't you? Well, it's not, I don't want to have to think about that. It's like, nobody wants to have to think about it. But tomorrow is not promised, and I need to know what you want me to do when you're gone. I need to know, is there somebody I need to call that needs to come get something that you don't want, that nobody else knows about? Like, okay, well, like, okay, in the event that I unexpectedly pass away, you're gonna have to give this person a call, and I'm not gonna tell you what it's for, but they're gonna know. You know, like, it could be anything at this point. But it's like, I need you to tell me what you need. I need you to tell me. And she doesn't want to do that because it's uncomfortable for her. And it's like, you still gonna die one day. So it's like, if she's even uncomfortable having discussions about death, surrounding things about death, like, what makes you think that she's gonna have the capacity to talk about how she was abusive? Like, everybody just wants to pretend like everything is cool. Everything is not cool. Okay? Everything is not cool. We are not okay. All right? We are not okay. And I just have a hard time with believing that I can have a meaningful relationship with anybody. I don't care who you are. I don't think I can have a meaningful relationship with you if, when things go sour or like something bad happens, that we can't talk about it and be like, hey, what you did really hurt me. And it's like, and not just me telling you that you hurt me, but you taking accountability and be like, that was never my intention. You know, I really hope that we can fix this. Like, the truth of the matter is that a lot of toxic family, they don't want to fix it, because in their minds, what they've created for themselves in their head is that they didn't do anything wrong. And if they did do something wrong, it's your fault. Well, you made me do that. So that's literally what you're going to always get from people like that. Well, I only did that because, well, this and that. It's like, it's never any accountability. It's never like, yeah, I was wrong for that, and I need to apologize to you. No, it's still your fault. It's always going to be your fault. And unfortunately, you know, we just gotta deal with that from them. Like, you have to just accept that you're going to have to accept an apology that you're never going to receive. You're going to have to move on knowing that there is never going to be closure from any of these situations. Not in the way that you wish there was. Because, I mean, even in like romantic relationships, a lot of times people want, you know, you go back to that person and try to have a conversation with them, hoping that you get some sort of closure from them. But a lot of times, like toxic partners, the only thing that they want to do is try to see if they still got you hooked. That's the only thing them motherfuckers care about. They don't give a damn about what your feelings were, how they really hurt you. They don't care about that. What they care about is like, oh, they still sending me paragraphs. Oh yeah, I still got them hooked. Oh yeah, they still love me. Like, I can come back later. That's all them people care about. If they're not willing to have that discussion, if they try to Darvo you, they try to make it seem as if you're the one that's at fault the whole time. Trust and believe me when I say that relationship is not ever going to be what you want it to be. Ever. I'm sorry to tell you that. And that's why I said I hate making messages like this, because it sucks to say it out loud. But it's the truth. It's the truth. Those relationships are never going to be what you want them to be. And unfortunately, for some of us, disconnecting from your family is the only way that you are going to have a chance at having a decent life. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck with this toxicity that doesn't suit you. How can you prosper in a place that's trying to keep you down? How can you be successful around people who don't really necessarily care to see you succeed? They want you to be average. This is why when you tell people ideas that you have and dreams that you have, and they're like, I don't know about that. Well, if I were you, I would, like, I'm telling you right now, it's not even worth it. It's not worth it. You have to be okay with saying goodbye. And I also want to note too, some time back my mom and my partner had spoke, I think around my birthday. And my mom had said that my dad had sent something to me and that they were going to send it, but they never did. Well, I received on my daughter's birthday party what it was that I was waiting for from my father, which I was like, my dad? Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why is my dad sending me stuff? So I finally opened it this morning, and it was a birthday card for my 30th birthday. And it literally, the only thing he wrote was on it was call your dad and just put love. I haven't seen that man since I was 18. And he literally sent me a card telling me to call him. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? Like, the absent father is telling me to call him because I'm responsible for that, right? I'm still to this day responsible for our lack of relationship. And this is the shit I'm talking about. You gonna have to just be comfortable with people wanting to blame you for everything. I mean, my dad was blaming me for our lack of communication from a young age. Like, I was like 11 or somewhere between 11 and 13 when I was trying to reach out to him and communicate with him. He tried to say that I told him that I didn't want him to contact me anymore, which none of that. Like, he really tried to use like psychological confusion on me as if I was stupid at a young age. Like, oh, well, that's what you said. And it was because the truth of the matter is that he didn't have the capacity to be the dad that I needed him to be. And he didn't really want to have a daughter. He didn't really want any of those things. And instead of just being honest about it, he decided to just kind of throw me to the wolves and let me figure things out on my own growing up. And I guess, now he's getting older. He's well into his... How old is my mama? He's got to be in his 70s now. Yeah, I think my dad is right around like that 70 or late 60s, early 70s. He's somewhere around there. And, I think he's, you get sick, you get old, and now it's like, oh, well, we need to talk. I don't have anything to say to you. I'm not calling you. You had, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, these people have so many opportunities to try and make things right with you, but they want you to be the one. This goes right back to what I said, that there is no reconciliation without you. If you aren't the one that's reaching out, they're not going to reach out to you for real. They're not going to try to make the effort. My dad could literally... my mom doesn't have my phone number, but, they have my email. So, I could see it if they sent me something, but they don't. These toxic people don't want to take accountability. And they think that somehow, if they're like, well, I was going through a lot, and, like, you should just forgive me. We could just, let's just move on. I'm not that person. And I can feel that my collective aren't those type of people either. I'm not going to pretend like this shit didn't happen, because it did. We are not the same. It sucks, because it's like, like I said, like about my sister, like there were so many missed opportunities for us to actually have like a real relationship and for us to actually be there for each other. But now, you know, we have nothing. We're at odds and there is no reconciliation there. We're probably never going to speak again. And I mean, if we do speak, it's probably going to be very, very light. Because I don't have anything else to say to any of these people anymore. But you got to understand, like, you're not the issue here. It's not, oh, well, you're just unwilling. It's none of that. It's not, oh, it's just a lack on their end. Like, well, we're trying to reach out. No. No, they want you to feel guilty for how you feel about the situation. And you shouldn't feel guilty at all for responding to what I would think as naturally to a situation where they trying to gaslight you. Like, you're trying to make it seem like I'm the only person here that they want you to feel like you're the only one that needs to apologize. They want you to come forward and be like, well, I'm sorry that I made you feel some type of way. And I'm sorry that, like, no. If you felt some type of way based on my actions were based on the things that you did. Period. Okay? But I love y'all. I'll continue this conversation too because I feel like we need to talk about this a lot more. But I love y'all. It's your girl Katie. Bye, and I'll see you later. Bye.